in work, if we're not talking about mental health, if we're not talking about suicide, then that can contribute to isolation. Where we'd have the intimate contact, which would give you the social support, we're less and less of getting that. And I think we have to realize that we need to engineer and work with workplaces to get the best out of people. One conversation can make a world of difference. It can change lives, and it can make people feel like someone is listening and connected, because often in suicide, the sense of isolation is overwhelming. Men particularly don't feel that they can talk necessarily about how they feel, and they are less likely to share if they're having suicidal ideation. So we need to create a culture where people talk, particularly men. So the way it helps the British Standard is to give structure, a structure in an area which hasn't had structure for a long time. One of the things we've consistently looked at as mental health advocates in workplaces is some sort of system and process. This guide is there to dip in and give people the information that they need straight away, but it's also there to help you develop your strategy, which fits with a number of policies that the government's had, where they're asking for you to have a mental health plan. So a part of that is you should have a suicide plan, what you do when it occurs. And actually there are little things like giving people the ability to go to the funeral and having some form of celebration. That's all in there intentionally. Once organisations have downloaded the standard, the organisation should then obviously read it, and they should be looking at what do we have in place already based on the information that's in the standard. And if they don't have a risk assessment, they should seek to do a risk assessment. If they don't have a suicide action plan, they should do that. If they don't have training around mental health, they should be doing that as organisations. There's a range of things that they could do straight away, but they've got to establish exactly where they are in their offer, and that's what the standard is about. It's saying, what do you have? Great. What don't you have? Here's how to put it in place.